my name is Margo. I'm from Weymouth, Massachusetts, and you are watching the Astute Tourist Channel.
My name is Kurt Wilson. I'm from Derry, New Hampshire, and I watch the Astute Tourist Channel.
I'm Sean.
And I'm Barbara. And we're at the New Hampshire Grass Drags today, and you're watching the Astute Tourist Channel.
My name is Lacey, you're Miss Auburn's Outstanding Teen, and you're watching the Astute Tourist Channel.
Well, that was a short intro, at least the coffee beans one. Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, December 19th. 7 more days until Christmas. You got all your packages collected and things ready to go. Good morning. I'm your astute tourist, Jimmy. Good morning. Good morning. Best sip of the day, everybody. Cup of Joe Live. Thank you for joining me. Oh, and that one is extra hot this morning. Made a full pot of delicious holiday coffee. I don't know what makes it holiday. Tastes like coffee to me, but good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining me. It is, in fact, Tuesday morning. We are here. Speaking of the creek rising, my good gracious, anybody that lives in the greater New England area, you'll know what I'm talking about. The rivers and the creeks and the brooks and the waterways are overflowing this morning. Roads are covered in water in up north in the White Mountains. A lot of the rivers up there. It's incredibly how much water and how rough these rivers can be. My goodness, we've had so much water. I don't know what the total amount of water we had, but what a day. It was windy. We'll talk about that in a moment. Let's go right over to the chat. Joe Hupp is here. Joe says that Sean from the Down Cruiser says hello. Well, hello to you, Joe, and hello to Sean. I actually said good night to Sean before he went to bed this evening. So I was laying there at 4:30, and I'm like, I need to get up. I got to get up. I want to just jump into the chat on Sean's live. Yeah, that didn't happen. I got up right at 5. Good morning, Sharon. It's good to see you. Thank you for coming in. John is here from J&N Travels. Hello, Jimmy. Working my first midnight shift in almost 3 months. How is everything going? Everything is going pretty good, my friend. I can't complain. Speaking of doing pretty good, how are you doing, my friend? Denise and Dwayne both have been under the weather. They've been dealing with the flu. I hope you're doing okay, my friend, and speedy recovery to you. Let's see. Chillin' Charlie is here. Charlie's getting a coffee ready. Good morning, Jimmy, and good morning to you, my friend. Thank you for coming in. Joe says, just a quick visit as there's a big storm here now. Oh, my goodness. Batten down the hatches. We had the storm yesterday, bro. Yeah, amazing the amount of water. If that had come in the form of snow, I probably wouldn't be doing a live right now. But batten down the hatches down there, Joe. I hope you're okay and stay safe. Joe says, hey, Charlie, I'm good. I'm inside, so I won't get hit by the lightning. Please don't. Denise says, it's 30 degrees, teeth chattering, cold. That's cold. Absolutely. We're currently sitting on 36 degrees with a high of 43 today. And it looks like it's going to be somewhat partly sunny, partly cloudy today. Yesterday was horrendous. My goodness, what weather we had. Charlie says he'll be right back. Chillin' Charlie says 32 there. Let's see. Nick P is here. Good morning, Nick. Good to see you. Just got my email notice this morning about renewing my auto insurance policy. They want to raise my rates 58% over the last 12 months without an accident. Time to look for a new auto insurance company, my friend. Exactly. That's not happening. Shirley is here. Good morning, my friend Shirley. How are you? You must be getting some of this crappy weather. Are you getting it now? Has it gone by? We got nailed yesterday. Denise says mine went up 30% in the renewal period. I don't know what ours did. I know that here in New Hampshire, the electric rates are going to drop in February by, what did they say? It's significant. It's like almost 40%. Our electric rates are going to drop because they say that they can produce the electricity a lot cheaper, which I don't care how they do it, but as long as my bill goes down, I'd say that's okay. So Nick says, I would say you could say the coffee is holiday themed if you put some peppermint in there. Okay, right? Some nutmeg, peppermint. Yeah, we've had this talk before. I like coffee, flavored coffee. I don't need anything in it. Once in a while, I'll have a mocha one, chocolate. You know, it's 10:04 in New South Wales, Australia. It is late there, Joe. And that's why when I said to Sean, I go, damn, I missed you again. He goes, yup, and I'm off to bed. I said, well, nighty-night, my friend. Hot tea on the deck. Ooh. Very good. Have some hot tea. But how's the weather there, Shirley? Are you guys getting nailed with the rain and all that? I know I'm a little behind. Let me catch up here in the chat. Yeah, flooding is terrible. We've had crazy flooding. Imagine if it was a little bit colder there, Jimmy. All the water would be a ton of snow. We would have 3 feet of snow right now. I guarantee it. Denise says, I'm good. Came into work. What? You went into work? Darn it, girl. You know better. Dwayne's taking the week off, fever off and on, wearing a mask. Yikes. You be careful, girl. Take care. There's a massive wildfire up in the Pilliga, which is between Coonabarabran and Narrabri. Okay. I haven't even done the news yet. I can't say things. Our good friend John Gaylor is here. Good morning, my brother. How are you? It's good to see you. You made it, but late. You're not late. You come in at the last second of the show and you're not late. I appreciate you. Sharon, good morning to you, my friend. John says 27 degrees. They're in the winter wonderland. So you guys got some snow there, huh? Let's see. I'm just going to skip over some of these. All right, so we're getting close to the bottom. Joe says it costs Australian $600 for comprehensive car insurance through our broker. We ended up getting it through one of our supermarkets, and it was $2.99. The brokers are making up so hard. Well, that's a good deal then. Shirley says it's warm there today. Right on. Now you say 8 to 10. Did you get snow? 8 to 10 inches? I use salted caramel in my coffee. Colleen, she drinks, I think, like cinnamon coffee creamer or something. Burnt out 122,000 hectares of land so far, raining up there, which will help. Yeah, I hope so. God bless the firefighters there. I hope they're safe, and the rest of the people too. So, all right. So, 8 to 10 degrees. I'm sorry. I am sorry, my friend. All right, so we're going to do this. This will let me know. I'm at the end of the chat. All right. All right, yeah, so I was telling you about the storm yesterday. So Sunday night, it started to rain. We had our family Christmas party I talked about, and when we left, it was raining. And it wasn't so windy or anything. And then sometime in the evening, the wind kicked up. I never heard a damn thing. But when I woke up, there were trees down and it was raining. And when I'm talking raining, it was like pouring rain. I mean, it's been a long time since I've seen that water come down at one time. And we had 50-mile-an-hour gusts. Like I said, there were trees coming down, wires down. It kept us busy at work. There were a lot of customers here in my state that were out of power. Roads and dams were washing out and failing. I know in a town up north in ski country called Campton, they had a dam there that I don't think it failed, but it was the water was well over it and it was crossing the road. It was crazy. It was kind of monsoon-like, Denise. That's a good description of it. Yeah, it was crazy. And so last night when I was home here, I put the dogs out before we went to bed about 8:30, and it had stopped raining probably for a couple hours. At that point, we were, no more rain. But I have a stream in my yard that was never a stream. We kind of live, there's a hill behind us, and the water coming off the hill has carved this new stream, and I could hear it. It was like I was in the mountains sleeping next to a river. It's crazy. I think it pretty much slowed down this morning. I couldn't hear it when I went out, but it's dark out, so we need to I need to assess the damage. I've had a few trees come down and they're not trees that can burn in the house anyway. Some hemlocks and a pine tree. So Fair Brick Studios is here. Good morning to you. Thank you for coming in. And take care, Joe. Stay warm. Joe, are you out? All right, Joe. Take care, brother. Thank you for coming in. John says, I sent Kurt and Marsha a salted caramel, and now they're hooked. Oh, no kidding. Fairbrick, this is my pink waving hand. Good morning to you guys. Yeah, it's been crazy weather here. So we'll assess the damage when the sun comes up. We didn't have too many calls overnight. We still had trees on trees on wires and things like that. So I had talked to my mother and my father yesterday, and they had gotten that weather the day before. It came up through the Gulf, I guess Naples and that area, and some of those coastal towns. They had a storm surge and they got flooded. So I'm not sure where Chet and Robin live in Sherry and them. I think Sherry's in the Tampa area. But I hope they're all safe and they don't have too much water. So how big is the area that your fire department serves? Oh, the town that I live in, we probably do 36 square miles, maybe a little more than that, 40 square miles. It's a good sized town. We probably have between 16 and 18,000 residents. We do have a major interstate. If you're familiar with the New England area, Interstate 93 runs from just about the southern part of Massachusetts all the way up to the northern part of New Hampshire, almost to Canada. And that runs through my town. We have about 10, 11 miles of it. So that creates a lot of incidents there as well. We have two major bodies of water. One is called Canobie Lake, and part of that lake is in our town. And then we have another lake or pond. They call it Cobbetts Pond. And that's a good sized body of water. When I say good size, it's, for our little area, they're pretty good size bodies of water. So, we have the shoreline flooding and that stuff. So, hey, Nora is here. Good morning, Nora. How are you? Long time no see, my friend. Good to see you. Thank you for dropping in. So that's about the size of our town there, the one that I serve. So I'm so glad that when that storm hit, it was as warm as it was. We would have been measuring snow in feet if it were just a little colder, right, John? Yeah, we'd have at least 3 feet on the ground right now. So I'm grateful that we didn't get all of that snow because, like I said, I'd probably be out cleaning the driveway right now and getting ready to, or I could be at work already because of the storm. So that happens. So they call that storm standby. And they call us all in. Good morning. I'm sorry. Good morning, Bernie. You woke up early. Well, it's good to see you. Thank you for joining us. It's good to see some old friends here. Like I said, Nora, if you're not familiar with Nora, the Stock Explorer, you should go over to her channel and check her out. She does a lot of lives, and she has folks that if you play the stock market and you're into investing in that, you should go over and watch some of her lives and see some of the people that come in the chat. She's got a lot of great informative people that come into her lives, so you should go over there. And we became friends. It's probably been at least a year or more now. So there you go. So go over and check out Nora. If somebody wants to, or Nora, if you want to put your link in the chat, you're certainly welcome to do that, my friend. Let's see. John is saying hello to Bernie and to Nick and to John and to Shirley. Everybody is saying good morning. All right, so let's do that. We got to the bottom. Sharon says, "What's the temperature there?" It's what did I say it was? 36. It's 36 degrees here, Sharon. So not too bad. It's a mild morning, I guess, compared to some places. There you go. Thank you, John. So John and Bernie both put Nora's link in there. So I highly recommend you go over. And like I said, you know what? We're all here to help each other and support each other. So it's always good to make new friends and to what's the word? I was going to say hook up, but that has a different meaning now. It's always good to connect with other folks. There you go. So let's connect and help support each other because it takes a village, right? And we have a village in here. Looks like we got 5 in the house right now. And if you are so kind and would like to hit that like button, share us out. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, we would appreciate that. Okay, so Colleen this morning actually got up when I get up at 5, which is very odd. Now, some of you may say, well, why isn't she sitting in the live stream with you? Yeah. No. It'll take her a couple hours to have all the mental cylinders firing. Oh, see this mark on my head? My wife hit me in the head last night. See that? See the abuse I put up with? And there it is. What little hair I have left. I was helping Colleen put up a shelf last night. And I'm like, how high do you want it on the wall? And I'm holding it up. And she's like, I don't know. Let's put this thing on there and see before it hits the ceiling. And she goes to put it up there and it falls off and it's on a base in the pointy corner. Boop. Hit me right in the head. I just noticed that there's a mark there. That's pretty funny. Anyway, it wasn't funny when I got hit in the head last night, but what are you going to do? So John says, Jimmy, do you know when you're going to Florida? We still don't know exactly, John. It's going to be sometime between the 1st of February, 1st of March, end of January. Colleen she's got some buying trips coming up. I think they're going to be down in your neck of the woods, Sharon. They're going to Atlanta. I'm not exactly sure of the dates, though. So I want to get down there hopefully before March. And I'm assuming, John, you guys are going to be down there by then, right? Kathy Fowler is here. Good morning, Kathy. How are you? Kathy was on the group cruise with us back in October, November, her and her husband. So thanks for coming in, Kathy. It's good to see you. Charlie says, oh no, lunkhead. Lunkhead? I'm sorry. I missed something. John says, Jody woke me up. I have to take her to work. She hates driving in this stuff. So you guys have some snow then, right, John? Because you did say winter wonderland and now driving in this stuff. So how much did you get? Thank God we didn't get any. I mean, we dodged the bullet, but it's inevitable. We're going to get it. I mean, yeah, I don't blame her either, Sharon. Sharon, do you, have you ever lived where there's snow? All right, so John says, we're heading down right after Christmas. We had our final Disney World interview today. Right on. Do you know what you're going to be doing there? Are you going to be the guy on one of the rides that goes, the platform is moving at the same speed that you are. Please watch your step. And then say it in Spanish. The platform is moving at the same speed that you are. Please watch your step. Please stand clear of the doors. Every time you get on the monorail, that's what I remember. Please stand clear of the doors. We are still snow-free here. We had another dusting yesterday, but it really didn't amount to much. It's looking like Minnesota will be around 50 degrees for Christmas Day. Wow, that's a warm Christmas day. Yep, couple of inches, John said, but still coming down hard. Oh, wow, you guys are still getting it. Yikes. Be safe, my friend, driving, please. 2 hands on the wheel and look out for the idiots out there. It's really, it's like a test of defensive driving some days. So Kathy lives about an hour north of us, maybe, and she lives on a mountain, so they've had a lot of washouts. Their road washes out a few times, so you guys be safe. Hopefully you can get out and get any supplies or whatever you need. So Bernie says the highs today 66, and wow, 50% chance of rain. We're thirsty. Yeah, you haven't had much of the rain. Man, if I could bottle up a few thousand gallons of what we got yesterday, we could send it off to you. So, Charlie, how are you, my friend? John says it's a long story. Basically, they don't hire seasonal anymore, but we're trying to make it a slot for us. That's cool. Keep us informed. I'm excited to hear the Disney saga. So good luck with that and break a leg, as we say. And I'll keep you in the loop, John, of when we're going to be going down. I really need to sit down with Colin. We're just trying to get Christmas out of the way, and then we'll kind of figure out what dates we're going to go down for. We'll probably come down on a Wednesday or a Thursday and stay till the following Tuesday or Wednesday of the week after. So Roger Donovan is here. Good morning, cousin. It's good to see you. Roger lives in Tennessee, and he is part of the family. It's good to see you, my friend. Thank you for coming in. I hope all is well with you guys. Drunken Chef Barbecue is here. Good morning. A very early morning to you as well, sir. I hope all is well with you and your family, and you guys getting ready for the holidays, I'm sure, as well. John says, yes, I have a mirror in the car so I can watch the idiots. It's an idiot mirror. It is a who's who of idiots out there on the road. Right, brother. It's exactly. You really have to pay attention. Speaking of that, all right, so yesterday I go to this call, and it's wires down across the road. It's impassable. And we got companies out everywhere. So companies are groups of trucks. So we have several of them out throughout the town, and they're dealing with washouts in the road and wires down and trees down everywhere. And I'm not even Italian. I was just seeing myself in the playback, hands going everywhere. And my apologies to any Italians. Just saying. So I go to this call. I get there. Here's a secondary power line. So there's the primaries are the ones that run across the tops of the poles. Those are usually the really high voltage lines. They're probably, I don't know, 700-800 volts, whatever. I'm not an expert, but there's a lot of electricity on the top. And then you get down to the transformers, and that steps it down to the 240 or the 440 that you need for your house. Those are called the secondary lines. So here's a secondary line, and it's looping down, and it's probably 6 feet off the pavement at the lowest part of the loop. Clearly, you can't pass. So we follow procedure. We call for the electric company to come in. We give it a status. And I block one end of the road, and I'm waiting for another vehicle to come in and put some cones up so we can block and close that section of the road. Well, lo and behold, here comes a big box truck heading right at me, coming right at me, right towards the wire. So I have to jump out in the pouring rain, and I got to flash my hands and everything else. And the guy finally figures it out, and he backs all the way up. Now, we're talking a big one of them rider trucks. I don't know how big it was. It's 16, 18-foot box truck. It's pretty good size. All right, so I shake off the wet, and I get back in my car, and I'm waiting for the support vehicle with the cones to block the road. And then here comes another car. Now, I'm sitting there with red lights and blue lights and strobes, and you can't miss me. It's daytime. Here comes this little car barreling right at me. And I'm waving my hands. This car keeps coming. I'm like, and then they stop, and then I can hear this woman in there yelling at me. Now, I can't hear her. It's raining, the sounds, my car, everything. I'm like, you need to turn around and go back. She finally rolls her window down, and she's like turning around in the road, and she's cursing me out the window, and then she finally turned around went the other way. Really? It was a crazy, crazy call. Nick says, I hear it never rains in Southern California, but they warn you about it. What do you got, the Colorado River in there? Italiano, hey, you got the gabagoo? High voltage is not my thing. No, and you know what? Here's the thing. You need to treat every wire like it's energized, whether you know it or not. I fight fires. We call the power company to deal with the electrical wires. You can't fix stupid. That's right. Yep. Yeah, we call them rubberneckers here. The rubberneckers. It brings them out, the looky-loos. What's that? And they all want to know what's going on. They all want to know. It's like, look, nothing to see here. Turn around. Go the other way. Go about your day. So that was my day yesterday. And then it stopped raining sometime around 7:30 last night. And thank goodness. And like I said, we're going to go out today and we're going to assess the damage. Definitely going to assess the damage. So, all right, let's do this. This Week in History. This Week in History, as always, you know the gig by now. Revive Furniture at revivefurnitureandhomedecor.com. Check them out. They definitely make decorating easy. Okay, on this day, we're going to turn the hands of the Wayback Machine all the way back. If I can clear out the advertisement. We're going way back to the year 1777. And as you know, I'm a American fan of American history. So in the year 1777, during the American Revolution, General George Washington led 11,000 regulars to take up winter quarters at Valley Forge on the west bank of the Schuylkill River, 22 miles northwest of Philadelphia. And from what I understand, it was one of the coldest winters. And a lot of those guys, they died from disease and starvation and froze. A terrible time at Valley Forge. In fact, I think that is when a lot of the regulars were going to leave. They were going to take up, because they weren't drafted. They were basically volunteered. And these guys left their farms and their families and all that to go fight in this revolution because they believed in that idea. Well, at that point, a lot of them were going to leave. They didn't have enough food, all kinds of stuff. And George Washington gave a famous speech to them about how the country needs them. It's their country. And I don't know the whole bare bones of it, but pretty cool. And he convinced those fellas to stay. So, and thank God he did. In 1843, English author Charles Dickens published A Christmas Carol, which became one of the outstanding Christmas stories of modern literature. And we talked about that the other day. There's several adaptations of A Christmas Carol, Scrooge. What's your favorite? I particularly like the one with Alastair Sims as playing the character of Ebenezer Scrooge. That was done in the 50s, I believe. That's my favorite one. In 1910, Jean Genet, a French criminal and social outcast turned writer, who, as a dramatist, became a leading figure in the avant-garde theater, especially the theater of the absurd. He was born on this day in 1910. In 1915, French singer and actress Edith Piaf, Piaf, whose interpretation of the chanson, which is a French ballad, made her internationally famous. She was born. Probably heard some of that music before. I don't know. In 1946, the Viet Minh, founder of Vietnamese nationalist Ho Chi Minh, began the first Indochina War against France. There's a couple big gas tanks when you're driving south on the interstate through Boston, and you get into South Boston, and there's these big giant, I don't know if they're natural gas or propane tanks, but they have these for years. They've had like this colors of paint. It looks like running down them, and one of them made the shape of Ho Chi Minh, the side profile of him with his beard, and they painted over it a few years ago, and the people bitched. So they went back up and they repainted it to look like that, and it's been that way ever since. Kind of weird. In 1966, the United Nations General Assembly endorsed the Outer Space Treaty, an international treaty binding the parties to use outer space only for peaceful purposes. In 1971, the sci-fi drama A Clockwork Orange, Stanley Kubrick's adaptation of a novel by Anthony Burgess, had its world premiere. Although widely acclaimed, the movie's violent and sexual explicit scenes proved controversial, and it received an X rating when released in the United States. I don't think I've ever seen that movie. Sounds crazy. 1974, Nelson Aldrich Rockefeller was sworn in as the 41st Vice President of the United States, succeeding Gerald Ford, who had been elevated to the presidency following the resignation of Richard Nixon. I'm not a crook. In 1997, James Cameron's Titanic, a drama about the doomed ocean liner starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet, premiered. It later became one of the highest-grossing movies of all time. In 2012, Park Geun-hye became the first female to be elected president of South Korea. She was sworn into office the following year. However, She also became the country's first democratically elected president to be removed from office when she was impeached in 2017. Notable birthdays: 1906, Leonid Brezhnev, president of the Soviet Union. Edith Piaf, we talked about. Cicely Tyson, American actress. She was born in 1924. 1961, Reggie White, American football player, was born, and Jake Gyllenhaal, the American actor, in 1980. And then the featured event of 1998, just never, anyway, articles of impeachment approved against U.S. President Bill Clinton. On this day in 1998, the U.S. House of Representatives impeached President Bill Clinton, charging him with perjury and obstruction of justice, though Clinton was acquitted by the Senate the following month. That was the whole Monica Lewinsky stuff. Remember that? So there you have it. That's what you get today. This Week in History. Check them out at their website and their Shopify store. In fact, somebody I know bought some stuff from their website yesterday, and you can check their Facebook pages out too. And they usually go live every day on Facebook, so check them out. So I'm just looking back in the chat, and gonna go back. So we were talking about the people coming out, nothing to see here. Bernie says, Mrs. Kravitz, remember her? Oh, yeah. Abner, what are they doing over there? Oh, yeah, those people are alive and well in this world. Right? Instead of bombarding them with questions. Let's see. I hate the new breaker system they have on the high tension wires. They trip with a huge bang, and 90 seconds later, they reset to do it all over again. Yeah, that happens here. We still have a lot of old school fuses, so they pop and they fall down and they open the circuit, and then nobody has power. Best Christmas movie story is Christmas Vacation. It's always so stupid but funny. Everybody has a Cousin Eddie in their family. I like A Christmas Story. I went to the health department with my sister yesterday and we almost got hit. Goodness, my friend, please be careful. Brene says she's not picky. Christmas movies are awesome. It is an odd movie. You talking about A Christmas Carol? They're coming out with Home Alone 4. Home Alone 4. Isn't he grown up now? My goodness. Good morning, the mother and daughter duo. It's good to see you guys. I love that picture, by the way. Couple of pretty girls on there. It's good to see you. Thank you for coming in. I hope all is well. Billy from Bamanola Adventures is here. It's good to see you. My mom is here. Good morning. It is cold here this morning. 45 degrees. Brr. Still warmer than here, Mom. But I hope you're doing well. I did call my mother and father yesterday. Talked with them briefly. Let's see. Still going. Everyone's saying, thank you for history. I'm glad you like it. I like history. Such a beautiful story. Well, thank you. Yeah, they do a good job. Well, don't thank me. Thank Colleen and her sister. It's their store. So, well, it's the sister's store. Colleen's just there to help keep it running smoothly. Everybody's saying good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Macaulay Culkin, the guy who played Kevin is in Home Alone, recently got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Forgot her name, but they brought the actress who played his mom to the ceremony. That was Catherine O'Hara, and I saw the video, and she brought a tear to her eye as well as his, talking about it. So she seems very proud of the work that she did with Macaulay during those movies, and they were big. My kids loved them as well as many other kids around the world. So pretty cool. Even though she's forgotten him many times over the years in the movies, right? You know, it's kind of ridiculous. Who forgets their little kid like that? You get all the way to France and then you realize you forgot your kid. Come on. It's a little unbelievable. Roger says 21 in Tennessee. It's colder than here, my friend. Colder than here. My goodness. All right, let's see. What do we got? It is it's 42 minutes past the hour of 6 a.m. EST. Do you guys know where your mistletoe is at? Do you know where your mistletoe is at? Catherine O'Hara, right. Yep, that was her. Willingly? Maybe. She was great on Beetlejuice. Yeah, she was. She was great on SCTV. Does anybody remember that? I can remember a long time ago, maybe 19 years old, 18, 19, 20, coming home from gigs and late night extravaganzas and turning on the TV. And SCTV was on, Second City Television from Canada. And it starred Catherine O'Hara, Eugene Levy, Rick Moranis, John Candy. I know I'm going to forget some people. I can see their faces and I can't think of their names. But for those of you that know, you'll you know what I'm talking about. So, and Bernie says, yes, so does Shirley. I liked that show. Some of it wasn't funny. Some of it was funny. It was a sketch comedy show, sort of like SNL or Fridays or one of those kind of things. But that's how those people got their start, especially John Candy. What a great comedian, a great actor. I hear, from what I understand, he was just such a great guy. You know, the brightest stars always burn out the quickest, right? It's sad to see him gone. Miss him. John Candy, one of the greats. He was in Home Alone. He was the Polka King, right? Didn't she, Catherine, or the character that she played, hopped a ride with them in their van or something to get a ride back to find Kevin. It was meant to shock people, right? Yeah. It's a movie. It's fun. That's another good Christmas movie, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, right? Those aren't pillows. Or the scene where the guy's going, hey, you're going the wrong way, when they're driving the opposite direction. And they're like, yeah, okay, buddy, have another drink. How does he know where we're going? Ah! Two trucks coming right at him. Such a good movie. Before comedy turned trashy, right? Exactly, John. Uncle Buck was another movie he was in that I really like. Everything he was in was just so good. Yeah, there you go, Bernie. Uncle Buck. Was Macaulay Culkin? Yeah, that's right, he was. The scene when they're in the kitchen and he's asking him questions. He's like, you ask a lot of questions. That's my kid. No, I'm a kid. That's my job. So good. Yeah. And when he goes in to tell the principal, here's a quarter. Go downtown and let a rat gnaw that thing off your face. So good. Oh, so good. I miss those. I miss those movies, and you know, who knows what he would have in store if he was still with us. Such a shame. Anyway, anywho, All right, don't forget to go over to our Teespring store. It is Christmas season. You should get yourself a gift and go over to our Teespring store and get yourself a t-shirt or a coffee mug or a pint glass. Help support our channel as well. Get yourself some pretty cool swag in the meantime. And if you like the cup that you see right here, get yourself one at our Etsy store. Coffee tastes so much better out of this vessel. Believe me, so good. So good. So very good. Okay, so there you go. Little business taken care of, little business out of the way. We got 7 in the house. If you haven't hit that like button yet, please, I would appreciate it if you did so. That will help us out. Let's see. The mother says, 2 of our favorite movies are Bing Crosby and Fred Astaire and Holiday Inn. Wow. Now that's nostalgic right there. Yeah. Holiday Inn. My goodness. I haven't seen that since I was probably a kid. Good stuff though. That's old school, talking about that too. When we listen to, listen to the Christmas music here, I prefer the old ones, Bing Crosby and, Dean Martin, all those guys. Those are the songs that I grew up with. So that kind of brings back nostalgic memories of as a boy growing up around Christmas time. Can you remember the feeling that you had right around Christmas? Thanksgiving would get out of the way. Talking as a kid. Man, it seemed like, you had a whole month, over 30 days. And everything, it was kind of like, for me, it was kind of like the kid in A Christmas Story. Remember when he goes to see Santa, but before that, they're looking in the windows and they see all the toys, and that feeling you get as a kid. I had that feeling as well. Yes, you told us that they're coming out with Home Alone 4. So what is Kevin? Is he the dad now and he forgets his kid? John says, I love Stripes. Yeah, that's another good one. That's probably one of his first movies, right? With Bill Murray and Egon. Is it Egon? He was in Ghostbusters. What the heck is his name? Forgive me. Can't think of his name right now. Nat King Cole. Right, Roger? Yep. Nick says, what I love with the family history research I've done, I found out I'm a distant relative of Bing Crosby. Come on. Are you? But can you sing like him? And do you like orange juice? Do you feel like doing orange juice commercials? I'm dating myself now. Does anybody remember those? When Bing Crosby did the Florida orange juice commercials? It's entitled Kevin's Revenge. So he's got to be grown up. And the 2 burglars, they got to be in the old folks home by now. How is that going to work? I don't know. I just don't know. Yep. That's what Bernays says. Yep. It's Sharon as well. Yep. Hey, look what I have. Oh boy. Look what I just broke. Maybe this week we'll do some Christmas songs. I was going to do some, but I'm afraid I'm going to get copyright strikes on that. What do you guys think? You think they'll strike me for doing them? I'm almost positive that they will. Nick says, you think they would bring Catherine O'Hara in to be the grandma? That would probably work. The Wet Bandits in Depends, right, John? Oh, goodness. He has grown up a lot, hasn't he? That's right, Mom. I remember that. Sears catalog. Wasn't it called the Wish Book or something? We had it worn out by Christmas. Exactly. I can remember looking through that and dreaming about all the cool toys. Yeah, A Wonderful Life too. That's definitely in my top 5 Christmas movies. Jimmy Stewart's one of my favorite, or he was one of my favorite actors. And Mr. Gower and Nick the bartender and Mr. Potter. I can delete, after the fact, right? Ooh, silence? Silence? Oh my good gosh. Somebody's calling me right in the middle of my live. Can't have that. I'll call him back. Let's see. Where are we? Wish Book, right. The Wish Book. Sears catalog was the Amazon of the day, right? Oh, your earbud died. I'm like, silence? What are you talking about? I'm stuck in this thing. This is, oh, for God's sake. Oh, I got to put this down. This is my Martin, by the way. I bought this a few years ago. I really like this guitar. My 2 favorite acoustics are my Martin and my Taylor. We'll play some music another time. Maybe tomorrow or something. I'll get it all fixed up. We want to hear you play some Christmas songs. How about I do it tomorrow? What time do we have here? Okay, I just got a message from a friend of mine. Let's see. So yes, tomorrow, how about I do that? All right, no, wait. Okay. That just sucks for me, right? I pull out the guitar and then I don't do anything. Let's see. See if I can do something for you guys. It won't be a whole song, but we'll do something. Is this too loud? Let's see. What do we got for a Christmas song? How about this one? See if I can do this one. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost nipping at your nose. Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe help to make the season bright. Not so good in the morning. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded with lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh. And every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. There you go. Merry Christmas, everybody. A little rough at 6 in the morning, but there you have it. There's a Christmas song. We'll do some more tomorrow, and we'll see if they give me a copyright strike for that. So hope you guys enjoyed that. Not the best playing I've ever done, but that was the call to tell your car's warranty is about to expire. It wasn't loud. That's good. Awesome. I just checked my lottery tickets. I have all the numbers, just not on the same ticket, right, buddy? That's my luck too. Love it. Thank you. I'll do some more tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be better. Sounds like my luck, right? Yeah, mine too. Hey, you won $12. How much did you spend though to get that? You're welcome. Like I said, I'll do some tomorrow. We'll do some more as we lead up. I think I'm going to be giving away one of my shot glasses too for Christmas. I'll figure out how I'm going to do that, if we're going to spin the wheel or whatever. But you guys will have a chance to get one of those shooters. I think Denise, you have one, don't you? Did you get one of those? You're welcome, Bernie. You're welcome, Shirley. Jingle Bell Rock, I could do that one too. We'll do it tomorrow. We'll do some more tomorrow. You spent $4 to win 12? Okay, that's not bad. $8. It's pretty good. Sherry says good morning. Good morning to Sherry as well. I'm all tangled up here. All right, let's see. We're going to get out of here. It is, in fact, almost 7 o'clock. Don't forget, at 7:15, Eddie Lugo. But then I dropped it all back on the last night's draw, right? I do the same thing. So don't forget Eddie Lugo at 7:15. He'll be going live. And then at 8 o'clock, CB Traveling with Kurt and Marsha. They'll be doing their live at 8 o'clock. So check them out. Don't forget PMA, Positive Mental Attitude, will definitely save your day. And when I tell you that I'm living proof that it works, I really am. And we won't go into the details. Some of you guys know those details, so just trust me when I say that. Let's make a difference in somebody's day. Even though it's the holiday season and everybody feels all warm and fuzzy, you need to do this 365 and make a difference in somebody's day. Everybody has a story. Sometimes some stories are not the best. We never know what somebody's going through. And you can certainly make their day by just smiling at them or saying a kind word. So let's make a difference in somebody's day. Don't forget to thank our first responders. They're out there every day. You don't see them. They're there 24/7. And they're out there working selfishly and tirelessly to make sure that we're all safe and that we're healthy. So the men and ladies of the fire service, the police department, our EMS and healthcare workers, and of course, our nurses. We definitely love our nurses, even when they go to work sick. And then last but not least, thank a veteran. Our soldiers, the men and ladies of the armed forces, past, present, and future. They're out there every day on the proverbial wall. There's another group. We never see them, but they're there. They're protecting us. They're keeping us out of harm's way. So thank them. They're protecting our liberties and our freedoms, and they're protecting that big, beautiful red, white, and blue flag. Old glory. I love my flag. I love my country. God bless America. And if you see anybody disrespecting our country or our flag, I would hope that you would step in and do something. I certainly would. All right, guys. We got the countdown. 7 more days. Get your Christmas shopping done. But we'll be back tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. to do this all over again. So if the creek don't rise and the good Lord's willing, we'll be back tomorrow. I want to wish everybody peace and love from deep down in my heart. My name is Jimmy. I am your astute tourist, and we will see you later.